Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you all how to play the strategy board game Risk. Now to start with, you're going to want to select your color. I'm going to be going with red for no particular reason, but obviously, red is the best color in the rainbow, so we're going to be going with red. And whoever you're playing with is going to have to pick their color as well. Now mind you, the max color or number of players in the game is 6 and the minimum number is 2. For my example, we will be having a green player, a blue player, and me as the red player. Now, once everyone has selected their colors and everything, you're going to have to figure out what the rules are. And for this particular version of Risk, it is the 1959 version, so we're going to be playing with the classic rules. And the classic rules dictate that, so in order to figure out position of provinces initially, it's going to go by whoever rolled the highest dice number is going to be the first one to select what province they want. So I'm going to want to control, my goal at the start of the game is to control South America, because that's my particular goal. So I'm going to start by putting my first province, my unit on Brazil. Now each individual cube represents one unit, so I'm going to place it on Brazil. From there, the next person up is going to put theirs wherever they want, and so on, and so on, and then it rounds back to me, until all the board is covered with pieces. From there, each player will receive 4 additional pieces that they can place wherever they like. Now, like I said, I want to control South America as my initial goal, so I'm going to put all 4 on Brazil. So once I put all 4 of those on Brazil, then, green is going to go and put wherever they want to put, and blue is going to go and put wherever they want to put. And then the game can begin. And since I rolled the highest number, I would be the first one to go. So, since I would have some pieces in Brazil and some in other parts of South America, my goal would be to fortify and control South America. Now, for this hypothetical, we're going to say green decided he wanted to put a piece down here in Argentina. So if I want to control Brazil, or all of South America, I'm going to need to get green out of South America. So, I'm going to take my attack die, and you get a die for each unit, aside from the unit that's stationary in the province. You're always going to need at least 1 unit in a province. So aside from that unit, if I have 3 other units there in Brazil, 1, 2, 3 cubes, I get a die for each, but the max number of die is 3. So, that's going to be my 3 attack, and we'll say for this hypothetical, green decided he wanted to put 1 die in defense in Brazil. So, since green is defending, he will receive 2 die. Because no matter what, defender will always receive at least 1 die for the unit that's already stationed in the province. So, green will roll. I will roll. Green's highest number is 5. My highest number is 4. You always want to match up highest to highest, second highest to second highest. So our second highest was 3, his second highest was 3. That means we tied. Tie automatically goes to the defender. So they won that dice roll. And green also won the defensive roll for the other one. So I lost 2 units, which means I only have 2 left in Brazil. Which means I will be only receiving 1 attack die now. Now, I have options. I could decide to keep attacking and go from there. I can try to attack again and see if I can get him out, or I can stop my attack and fortify for the next turn. You're going to want to start by gaining control of the province, though. So, you're going to want the bonus from this. At the end of the day, Risk is it's a numbers game. So you're going to want to control each provincial bonus. So if I control all of South America, I will receive at the beginning of every round 2 extra units. Traditionally, as the base concept, you will be receiving 3 units every round, every time it goes around. But if you control one of these continental bonuses, you'll receive a certain number depending on which continent it is. So if I were to control all of South America, every round, instead of receiving 3 new units, I will be receiving 5 new units. So that's really important to me. But in this situation, it's not strategically advantageous for me to do that. So it would be best for me to end my round by fortifying and moving, I could say I could move some units that I have in Venezuela to Brazil, to further attack and try to control Argentina. So, in that situation, I do that, and then green would have their turn, and then blue would have their turn, and so on and so on. But you want to make sure to avoid needless attacking. The goal is not to just mindlessly attack. You're trying to gain control of bonuses, and you're trying to expand outward when militarily advantageous, and try to gain control of more bonuses, and then therefore use that as a branch to gain into other areas. But, some situations that'd be easier than others. Now, once you build up enough troops, after enough rounds have passed, and you've built up enough defensive capabilities, you're going to want to gain control of more continental bonuses, as I said. So, after I gain control of South America, once I take that from green, I'm going to want to stay stationary and fortify a little bit, and push outwards, try to take control of North America maybe, or I could go into Africa, and so on, and continue attacking. And keep spreading outwards, but make sure you don't attack so much that you spread yourself thin and end up being easy pickings for your neighbor. Like I said, it's a math game, it's a numbers game. At the end of the day, it comes down to who has more troops and luck, really. So, once I've gained control there and there, you can just really keep spreading onwards and outwards in an effort to gain control of more areas. You're also not going to want to attack so much that you make people mad at you, because there's also a psychological aspect of the game. If I'm playing with my friend and I attack him, he's going to be mad at me. But if I stay stationary and, I wait for, my friend blue to attack my friend green, he's going to be mad at my friend blue, and he won't want to attack me. It's all, it's a numbers game, it's a luck game, really, a little bit, I guess, and there's a little bit of psychological aspect, as I said, but yeah, you're just going to want to keep expanding outwards and avoiding confrontation. It's in the name, risk. You got to find out what you want to risk and what you don't want to risk. No, you keep expanding, and then, at the end of the game is the end of the game. Hopefully you'll end up winning and controlling everything. Yeah, that was my demonstration and my explanation on how to play the game Risk. Thank you for listening.